Okay, so this is the book. I'm going to read the back to you, and that requires me putting on these glasses, which I don't love so much. A rugged bachelor is up for charity auction in this special Valentine's Day romance from the New York Times best-selling author Jessica Clare. Jack Watson doesn't want anything to do with dating seen in Painted Barrel, Wyoming. But when his sister-in-law guilts him into joining a bachelor auction, Jack can't say no to a charity event. He's a total heart he's not totally heartless, and if all the winner wants is an extra ranch hand for a few days, he can do that. Of course, Jack changes his mind as soon as he meets the winner, shy Layla Smith. As the local accountant, Layla isn't used to being noticed. By now, she's not the type to bid on a bachelor. But when she tells her mom she's bidding on someone she has a crush on, and her mom shows up to check, she has no choice but to make an offer for the gruff cowboy. After all, it's for a good cause. Neither one of them thought that the auction would be a success, but Layla finds it hard to keep her hands off the cowboy, and Jack falls for her secret smile and wild sense of humor. True love should run smoothly, right? Except Layla has a secret, and Jack's in the line of fire. Does she risk everything for her Valentine cowboy, or does she betray those closest to her? So, that pretty much sums up the book, which is why I did the notes. Very short and sweet. If I can hold on to them, that's the key. Well, I give this book a 7, so right off the bat, you're going to get a rating. So many various situations that sometimes I don't understand my own handwriting. So many various situations for a blonde like myself, sometimes it was very hard to keep up with. But what I liked about the book was the upcoming bachelor auction, how Jack Watson was guilted by his sister-in-law to participate. Meanwhile, the main character, Layla, has a mom who is overbearing, pushing in her own way, yet she does love Layla, way down deep inside, I'm sure, but also loves to guilt Layla into doing favors for her. And I put favors for her. What I love is there are two characters, Jack and Layla, and they have met before this auction. Jack was interested in Layla, even though she thought he wasn't, because she thought she wasn't good enough for him. And she had her glasses on, and she thought she never even caught his eye, but apparently it did, and she finds out further in the book. Back to the auction. Right away, her mom not only goes to see if Layla is in fact where her daughter said she would be, but to see who the man is. Then the mom bids against her, which starts a bidding war. Then when Layla wins, her mom blurts out, "Be careful with my daughter. She isn't experienced." Layla understandably is mortified, but Jack plays somewhat cool. There is Oscar the dog that he's holding, which becomes like their kid because they take turns in ownership of the kid, and it makes it easy for these two to find a way to communicate because they start texting back and forth about being the dog dad, the dog mom, which is adorable and cute and playful. And he's holding the dog while making small talk. So many times in this book, Layla's romantic inexperience comes to the forefront and doesn't believe that a good-looking, handsome man could love her. But as wonderful contemporary romances go, we must have a happy ending. I want you to read to find the answers to these following questions. Does Layla's mom, Janet Smith, ruin the relationship between Jack and Layla? Does Jack and Layla have just one date that she won at the auction and call it good? Does Jack and Layla share more than a few kisses? Is he bothered by her inexperience? A lot of gossip happens, and it also frightens Layla. It almost ruins everything. Or does it? To find out the questions, or the answers to these burning questions, you have to read this book, which is rated 7 and you can find it right now at your local Walmart here in Mattoon in the book aisle. So be sure to pick it up. This copy will be going up to the Candy Kitchen, and it will be donated to their library wall. So be sure to pick it up, and you won't regret it. There was a lot of learning that Layla got from Jack in so many ways, and we're going to leave it at that. Sit there, stay tuned, and I'm going to try and do a couple of songs for you. We'll see if the old voice can handle it tonight. Then, yes, I'm going to call it a night.